Hey guys, I'm Ryan Boxdorfer, and I'm going to compare the stories The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman and The Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin. Both these stories represent past gender roles of society. Both of them take place in the late 1800s when women didn't have many political or social rights. In that time, the man was very dominant in the relationship. So, in The Yellow Wallpaper, the husband controlled his wife because he wanted her to stay in the house. He didn't want her to go out and do things like socialize. She didn't possess much power over her actions, life, or treatment of her depression. Her husband was a doctor, which means that he would often be away while his wife was supposed to stay in the house. So, I'm going to read a quote from the story. Uh, I don't like our room a bit. I wanted one downstairs that opened on the piazza and had roses all over the window, and such pretty old-fashioned chintz hangings. But John would not hear of it. This is a good example of her not having much power because she was the one who was stuck in the house all day. So I think that because of that, she should be able to pick the room she stays in, a room that would help with her depression. A lot of the same gender roles are played in The Story of an Hour. When the wife finds out that her husband has been killed in a train wreck, she was sad, but it didn't take long for her to realize that she could finally live her own life. To support this, I'm going to read another quote. When she abandoned herself, a little whisper word. When she abandoned herself, a little whispered word escaped her slightly parted lips. She said it over and over under her breath: "Free, free, free." She loved her husband dearly, and he did the same, but it still didn't change the fact that she could start living her life for her and not for him. I think that the wives in these stories, I think that if the wives in these stories had traded places, there would have been similar feelings shared in the event of the husband passing away. Both stories are alike because the husbands both love their wives very much, but both wives do not have much control in the relationship. So that is my presentation, and thank you for listening.